There are 10 commandments to detached attachment. In the world, people suffer because of attachment. We are attached to people, to possessions. We are so attached that we become possessive, we get stressed out, we worry, we scream, ultimately we die. When will we be able to live a life of detached attachment? A life of detached attachment means that although you appear to be attached on the outside, inside you are detached. How do you reach that state of detachment? We have learnt 10 commandments, the 10 commandments of detached attachment. If only you follow these commandments, like you follow the commandments of your scriptures, you are sure to live a life of eternal happiness, divine love, and everlasting peace. Let us start. What is the first commandment? The first commandment is, Thou shalt be free. Thou shalt be free is a commandment we should adopt. We should live with this commandment that I will not be a slave. I will not take misery to my grave. I will be free. I will not just follow a herd. I will fly like a bird. I will make a choice because I have a free will. We celebrate freedom for our country. We celebrate so many freedom, but we don't realize the most important freedom is our personal freedom. We should not live like a bird in the cage. We should be able to do what we want to do, go where we want to go, and live how we want to live. And therefore, the first commandment of our life should be, Thou shalt be free. Don't let anybody rob you of freedom. Don't let anybody steal your ability to choose what you want to do, because it's your life and you should live it the way you want. What is the second commandment? The second commandment is, Thou shalt be happy. The second commandment, Thou shalt be happy. Happiness is the choice. But remember, if you can be glad but you choose to be sad, then you are mad. Because happiness is not about becoming happy. Happiness is about being happy. Happiness doesn't depend on a person or a product. Happiness is inside of us, but we don't realize what happiness is. Therefore, when we learn the commandment, the second commandment, Thou shalt be happy, thou makes it a point not to be unhappy. And thou consciously lives life moment by moment. You make a vow to be happy in the now. Because you can't be happy in yesterday that's gone. You can't be happy in tomorrow. It's not yet born. But you can be happy now, no matter what. Try it. Follow the commandment, Thou shalt be happy. Be happy now, and you will be detached from your attachments. What is commandment 3? Commandment 3, Thou shalt love all. Some of we human beings have been taught that love is only between me and you. Love is a very personal affair. We have misunderstood the meaning of love. No, love is divine. Love starts from the time a child is born and loves its mother. Then we love our friends. Love is not just erotic love as the world considers it to be. If you truly want to live a life of detached attachment, if you don't want to be attached and suffer, then follow the third commandment, Thou shalt love all. Remember, the divine is not somewhere far away in heaven. The divine is in every human being that we meet. Every soul is a manifestation of the divine. When I love anybody, when I love even my pet, I find that I am loving the divine. Therefore, I follow the commandment number 3, Thou shalt love all. What is commandment number 4? Thou shalt not have expectations. This is a killer. Those who are attached to people especially, even to things, they develop a lot of expectations. And these expectations lead to disappointments, and these disappointments leads to misery. But my friends, if you want to live a life that is detached from attachments, the first thing to do is to drop expectations. Because expectations make us attached. The moment there are no expectations, there is no attachment. The next commandment, commandment number 5, Thou shalt not lose peace of mind. Our biggest treasure is peace, and we lose it so easily because of our attachment, mainly to things. Something very dear to us, our car, our dress, our shoe, and something goes wrong and we become so angry, we become so upset that we lose our peace of mind. follow the commandment, thou shalt not lose peace of mind. Because peace is the foundation on which happiness is built. Therefore, we must not lose our peace. And who robs our peace? The mind. The mind is a rascal. The mind is a monkey. It comes and steals our peace, and then there is no peace of mind. The next commandment is commandment number 6. Thou shalt accept and surrender. Commandment number 6. First accept, then surrender. Because whatever has to be, will be. Whatever is happening in this world is happening as per karma. You can't stop it from happening. Therefore, accept. Do your best. But after you do your best, remember, you can't control the results. Surrender. Those who learn the art to accept and to surrender, they are detached. Nothing, nobody affects them, because they follow this commandment, thou shalt accept and surrender. The next commandment is commandment number 7. Thou shalt not be miserable. Somehow, many of us don't mind being miserable. We are like a dog that sits on the nail and keeps on groaning and groaning and groaning. And when you ask the owner of the dog, why is your dog groaning? He says, because it's not hurting so much. We choose to be miserable. Although we don't want to be, we just remain in that state of misery. Whether it's a bad job or a bad relationship, we let our life pass with misery ruling our life. Follow the commandment that says, thou shalt not be miserable. Then thou will not be attached. Then thou will live a life of detached attachment. The next commandment is commandment number 8. Thou shalt overcome ignorance. The reason that we are attached to people is because we are ignorant. What are we ignorant about? That nothing belongs to us. We come without anything and we go without anything. Therefore, unless we overcome our ignorance, that we come with nothing and we go with nothing, we will continue to be attached. Oh, this is my car, my husband, my wife, my child. Nothing is ours. Nobody is ours. We come alone, we go alone. We come with nothing, we go with nothing. But because of ignorance, we don't realize this. The one who overcomes ignorance, who follows the commandment, thou shalt overcome ignorance, they live a life of detached attachment. The next commandment is commandment number 9. Thou shalt live with purpose. Thou shalt live with purpose, because most people, they just flow through life. They just flow and they go, but they don't grow through life. They don't realize the truth. They don't find out who am I, why am I here. They just live and they die. And something doesn't happen, they look up at the sky and they ask why. They cry. But this is not the way to live. If we want to live a life of bliss, of peace, then we have to have detached attachment. And to have detached attachment, we have to learn to live with this commandment, that we should have a purpose in life. For if we don't have a purpose, we will be drifting through life and the life will be over. And we will come back to earth in another birth. That's why we must follow commandment number 10. Commandment number 10, thou shalt live as the divine soul. We are not this body that we appear to be. Because we think we are this body, we are attached to other bodies. Because we think we are the mind, we think this is mine. And the ego adds to it, says this, I, me, mine. But the moment we follow commandment 10, thou shalt live as the divine soul, we realize that the soul in me and the soul in you is one. We are not separate from each other. Friends, these are 10 commandments. And if we follow these 10 commandments in life, then we will be detached. Although there seems to be an attachment with people and with things, internally, inside of us, because we live by these 10 commandments of detached attachment, we will be free and we will have no misery. So don't forget the 10 commandments. Here they are. Follow each of these commandments. And then, when you live your life with these commandments, you will be detached from all attachments. And you will live a life of eternal happiness, divine love, and everlasting peace.